They're unfair if it's unrated. Oh, maybe that didn't go through. um, yeah, what's wrong with it? What is that again? F4. Hmm, not the best thing to do against that, but okay, so it's turned into so. How the hell did he get this in? Did he play e4? Oh, that's like a French now. I shouldn't have played knight of 6 then. Should have played this. That transfers into the Labo Derne variation of the French. Yeah, makes sense. He's currently off, what do you call that? Off limits? I do it mean. Going for b4. I'll stop that for now. I stop b4 with this. He's stopping the spin of this after he captures. So if I capture right now, I take on d3. We'll see. Takes the queen. So he's given up. He's not taking there anymore. He's not taking on d4. No. Okay. I'll cancel. It looks a bit dangerous. Very good mind. If I'm going. I do feel, yeah, like this knight coming here, screen coming here, then mate. My counterplay might be too slow. In which case I need to start with f6, generate counterplay, which is something I don't particularly like the looks of. Well, I think I have to go for it. Yeah, he could not have taken with the queen. Then his queen is not very well placed for this, which he wants. Alright, so if the extra pawn means nothing right now except taking away some squares. But yeah, this. I need to open up the position quicker. So I can mobilize some defenders if the need be. We can get the bishop pair back. We'll be able to kill our bishops. But I felt like, hmm, alright, I need to remaneuver some stuff. I don't particularly, I'm not particularly sure how. I feel I gotta. So his knight is coming to g5, is that it? Mine is going to. Yeah, I'm fine with the knight in g5. I don't see it combining. So that's our pawn on g5. Then if I do this, use this. Oh, it's the time again. Time. That's not. It's weird to take that. Well, a bit weird to take that. This queen is going to the h file now. Yeah, that's just it's gonna repeat, right? Or maybe he's gonna try to hit my g6. Yeah, it's gonna repeat. He's now going for g6. Moving this pawn as a double as decision. Okay, he's going for knight there. After which, I have to be careful about this fork. It's mate. He had the attack, yeah, but not enough to crash through. And in trying to get the attack, moving all these guys, there is a drawback. What black needed to do is open the center, get this bishop out. And the second that would happen, he was going to feel the problems, the drawbacks of pawns in front of his king. So this pawn sack was important here. It does look dangerous to have a knight here, but that's what the game became. It became attack and counterattack. There was no, there was no playing it slowly technical. I'm cooking at the same time. You're cooking. Hmm. That can be taken many ways. Let's try an even then. Let's go for the Gabala. The boring lines. Well, bishop e7 is interesting if he allows. Bishop e7. I'm a bit happy to see. I'm not sure I should be because c5 still generates counterplay, and this might be going too much. 2043. Um, c4. I can be happy about that. I can be not happy about that. Now, do I go all crazy? I think I should. The problem is because of c4 and my bishop is yeah. I should have actually played bishop f1. I want my queen to jump into h5. Taking with the pawn is like saying either I win in the middle game or I resign by the time close to the end game, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Mm. This is a pawn sack. This guy is a problem. I want my queen open. Want my queen open. There are other ways the queen to enter is not good. S6 is coming. You will have comparatively easier time defending if F6 hits. This we go here. Yeah, also I'm not well positioned to try to open the center yet. That is the move should be going for. My stupid queen is still involved in the game. This he checks, I go back. Or maybe he just goes queen b3 and picks up this. That doesn't feel proper response. I don't see attacking prospects. I don't see attacking prospects. Jack and bishop b4 is his idea. Yeah, I can allow that. If that is more correct to get b2, I get here and that counts. I'll accept I'll accept I was fussing around and I got nothing. This is pinned only for all this is here. Nice, six, five. Interesting. Oh, he's going c3 to hit my rook. What if I go c3 then queen takes c3, queen f4 hits his bishop. Hits his bishop and the knight. He has to go like that. Bishop c8. Let's see one. Queen f4, bishop c8, rook. Yeah. Mm. Then rook takes c4. Oh, did not see that. That does work. Does work. I'm about to get trapped, aren't I? Yep. If I play this, I get trapped. That's annoying. Back in some time. Is this? I think this traps it. I think. I can still go no, I cannot go b5, I cannot go if I fall back, I cannot go here, the knight is looking, I cannot go here, the rook is looking. I cannot go here, the bishop is looking, I cannot take the rook. I cannot go here, the bishop is looking, I cannot go here, the pawn is looking, it is trapped. If I play queen c6, that's trapped. That's crazy. I have to go all the way back. That was a interesting resource. Not bait. Good. Bad to losing time. Yeah, that's the problem. Losing time. Sometimes I think it's a curse. I see, for example, I'm seeing that the queen is trapped here. There's a high chance if he's playing by himself, the guy, he's not seeing all the way through when playing knight c5. He's just playing it, and I'm spending all the time seeing what he is not seeing. That's fun. That's Wales, right? Yeah, Wales. Wiltshire fan. He's playing like a old person. It he is. Now this is interesting. He did go for c4 in the end, so he's playing a Catalan now. According to the Catalan, I should do this. I can go into some lines of the Catalans, but I will not. I play it more like how I play it. Yes. Now the okay. So I'll go into the garage territory more than the Catalan. Now, do I have compensation if he goes knight c3 and I just castle? He didn't go knight c3. Right now, I'm not losing the pawn because I'll hit b2. So knight c3 is correct. And then if I push, he gets this, which is why I prepared. And my bishop is out of the circuit. So this pin is really something to be dealt with. I keep I calculate these lines every time and I forget every time what goes in these. So takes. Um, Knight takes, I just take b2. I don't lose a pawn there. This takes is playable because then I get a bishop in e6 and the pressure here is great. I collect the pawn back. Um, then we'll play 4 versus 3, I guess. But yeah, I know from experience that this is allowable. You can take and take, and that's fine. But I need to have counterplay there. So 8-6, bishop takes, queen takes, bishop takes. Doesn't give me immediate pawn. I pin him once, but he can just move his queen because that's not really a hanging bishop. So move the queen here or somewhere, I guess. So that lines the suits. So we're seeing on. If he goes to c1, then I get like this, maybe. I don't know. Can I pressure this? Then I'm trying to find compensation for that pawn before going bishop b6. Because bishop b6 is not a move. Yeah, that I want to do. Even though bishop e6 might be the move, very much the move that you have to do here. Hmm. Alright. Okay. Yeah, that's the other thing they do. Now they kind of get locked at. I can do this because this is not winning the rook. The bishop is defending the rook. So I can do that. But he gets his knight there. Oh, I hit this. Oh yeah, yeah. I keep forgetting that stuff like this. After it's hanging kind of over. So I get an exchange, but I'll lose in time again. This he'll go F. He cannot go F4. Right now he'll try to get my bishop now. He'll go like knight F5 something. I have a check, but that doesn't exactly do much. Maybe this is what I should try for. We're going to the endgame. That's a good move. Not sure how good, but it is good. As good as it can be. Now I'm playing nothing else. Because I have no time. I think G6 King G7. Yeah, that's good. He's improving. I'm not. He's improving his position. I'm still, of course, better. I'm winning. I'm up in exchange for a pawn. Oh, now he's going. Now he's going at four. Now he's going at four, and I don't have my time machine. Okay, he's doing good stuff. I need time machine. So now rook comes there. B2 isn't hanging right now because the queen is defending it. I have a choice whether I want to go and hunt this guy or if I want to hit the queen, ask her where she's going. But from there, where's mine after? Now I'm checking. I'm gonna lose some time for no reason. In a winning position. Oh, so sad. So sad. That's not good. That's not good. Rookie is coming. I have to take this. I will have this stretch, but not really. Mass kind of plays the mass so fast. Yeah, so e4 they do that, but this is simple. The bishop is here has not been harassed. Let's check the moves. We need to do this, we get this. And also then black gets enough kind. But these are themes from the Dube of Tarash. Or maybe I should not have taken, yeah, I should not have taken the rope because this looks really good. Read mouse, yeah. Yeah, but there was no time to figure out. I was looking at this, I didn't want to take the rope. I love this. Because this is locked out. So here he will have found this, because he did found that later on. But that still doesn't unpin the F pawn. And now is to figure out where his queen is going. And after this, let's say if he goes here or something. I do give a check. Oh, I guess he has this in the end. Hmm. Can I kick it out first? Yeah, I should kick it out first. Because if it goes somewhere, oh, the V3 also works because then this knight will take, and this will open up. So I won't have time to go bishop h3 still. Then and also by the way, queen can be still. I won't have time. Yeah, it was there, but not quite there. Which is why I didn't went into a think with 23 seconds on the clock here. What should you play? You should play longer games. Yes, I should. 95, 95. What if efficiency 5? C5, C5. Oh yeah, C5. Yeah, C5 is one of the things they do. C5 is one of the things they do. But then he's giving up complete control or pressure over my center. So then my center is better, quite frankly. The bishop will go just C7 or somewhere, right? Um, I'll later on go B6 hit this. But what he has done is he has given me a good center. He has lesser pressure against my center now, which is something he should have because he doesn't have pawns in the center. So what he needs is at least some pressure against my center. But this is still they do this, and I cannot claim I win all of those games either. So maybe I shouldn't preach about that. But yeah, it feels principally wrong to give up pressure on the center for really nothing. Like, okay, you can claim that you have 3 versus 2 in the end game. It's gonna matter when it's gonna matter. It's a big middle game before that. Yeah, this is all good actually. This pawn sacrifice is not that insane, is it? How do I open the computer analysis? Okay. It won't open the actual analysis. It'll just show the yeah, it'll just show the eval, which is enough for me to figure out. And yes, it is indeed completely playable. It's zeros, which means and stockfish is I think the stockfish engine, right? Yeah, stockfish sending no one liked. And stockfish is quite material, yeah. Stockfish has quite an affinity for material. So stockfish being gone down saying it's zeros means yeah. And already now it's losing exchange, which I knew that it's winning, but with not with 22 seconds on the clock. I should play longer, you're right. I should play longer. Problem with longer is it gets boring sometimes. And also they don't pair me. For example, ideally I want to do 10-5, but then they won't pair me on 10-5. Because with 5 seconds with the mouse, I'm not accustomed to moving with the mouse. With the 5 seconds at least, I don't lose in time if I stop attempting to move instantly. With 2 seconds, I'm trying to pre-move, I still lose some time, even if I'm pre-moving every move, because it takes time to drag the pieces for me with the mouse. I'll play against Carol. This calm lives a king or don't know the damn artist. Play win now. Alright, so about the Carol, let's cancel this. Carol, let's look at the Carol. Where's the analysis here? This. So, one of the ideas, the trick opening, which is by the way quite played, was not like you're winning. Uh, you're like you're completely ruined if they don't take or something. It's not like that. Is to go with d3, the take, and you go here and the take, and you go here. Then here, your threat is to take on f7, go bishop g6, and win the queen. A lot of players fall for it on my stream, like I played about 3, 4, 5 days ago. Some 2000 rated guy fell for this, so they still fall for this to this day. Because it's very natural to play knight of 6 and then lose the queen. And another move that you will see more at lower levels is 8-6 to try to kick the knight, and it works the same way. But even if they find the best move, which is 97, all right, you're down a pawn, but nice development, nice bishops, knight c3, bishop somewhere, bishop d2 maybe, because e5 you're gonna get hit with d5. Queen e2, castles queenside if you want to do that, or you can just prioritize quick development and castle immediately. That's one of the things. I'm not saying go for this one. Hold on one more time. I talking about this one? Yeah, it's a trick one that I showed you at the very start. When like some months ago. Um, you can add a three, or you can start with D3. Doesn't matter. It's gonna transpose into this, where you're seemingly giving up this pawn. You can do a little bit of acting. That oh shit, I hung a pawn. Um, if you are good at acting, if you're prone to overacting, I would say about that. And you go knight d5 here, and you ask them if they want to take it. If they don't take it, then you're going to recapture the pawn. They don't win the pawn then. So if they want to win the pawn, they have to take it fully. That's actually the only way to claim anything as black. Okay, we are the pawn for the better white development. And here is where a lot of natural move and all of those moves, including everything. Um, Knight f6, 8-6, a lot of them lose. E6 is somewhat playable. Mm, um, yeah, E6 is somewhat playable, but then after E6, you can just take care, then maybe go H4 to get this back. Maybe not H4 because the rook today. But yeah, you can play even with E6. E6 is another common move, but they don't do E6 because they are Caro-Kann players. They're not French players, so they don't do E6 until they have brought the bishop out. So E6 not as common. The most common is Knight f6 and H6, both of which lose on the spot because the queen, the only guard defender of the queen is the king. So you deflect it first, and now that it's already deflected, you give a discover check to win the queen, basically. So you give two pieces, but you get a full queen, which is worth more than two pieces. It's worth three pieces if you go by the established systems. And also worth mentioning that don't do this. I guess you can do this. If he goes here, then you still do this. But the problem is he will block with the knight. Yeah, that's it. And you're no longer getting the queen. You're down a piece. You can resign. So that's basically the trick opening. But now the most positionally sound is if you just do the exchange, Carol, which would be basically sort of a London system. But the good thing about that is your bishop will be on d3. This bishop will be nicely placed somewhere f4 or d5. f4 is usually the place. This knight goes to d3. You will have a very solid pawn chain of pawns on c3 and d4. Your knight will go to f5, go to e5. This knight will go to d2, right? You'll castle kingside, and that's just a very harmonious, very solid, very nice way of playing. Um, you can start with d4, you can start with knight f3, doesn't matter. Now you exchange it. They take, like for example, you can go knight f3, and if they go bishop f5, all right. If you don't want to allow even bishop f5, you can start with bishop d3. That doesn't allow bishop f5. And then let's say some knight here. You can start with c3. There are little subtleties to the movaras, but you don't have to know them. You can allow bishop d4. That's not that big a deal. Allow bishop d4, your castle. Just showing you normal stuff. So this is the pawn chain. This is how your pawn chain will look like. And your rook goes to e1 on the semi-open file. This is the Carlsbad structure, by the way, where the minority attack themes come. But you will have very good attacking prospects. Carlsbad structure is one of the most common. You can get out of a lot of openings. And this knight is now going to d2, for example. Okay, let me show that too. This knight can go to here, right? Your queen can go to e2, or if you want to unpin without playing h3, you can go to c2 also. It's not that big of a deal. But if you do go to c2, remember this that rook c8 and knight and b5 will hit both the queen and the bishop. So you will have to give up this dark square bishop. Sorry, light square bishop. And this light square bishop is a very nice bishop, right? So you generally don't want to do that. So you can do like h3 or something. H3, maybe knight F1, knight G3. Different plans you can go for here. But basically, it's a very harmonious development scheme, right? It's a very harmonious development scheme. And this comes from the exchange, Carol. You just exchange it, then you place your pieces very nicely. Makes it easier for you to play without knowing theory. So you don't have to know a lot of theory in this one. You just have to know where the pieces go. Like in the Mora, you don't know any theory, but you do know where the pieces go, right? That makes it easy to play, especially below 2000. You just have to know where the pieces are going, right? And that's it. That's all you need to know. That will get you through the opening phase. I don't think. I think the messages are coming with a lag or something. Another thing you can do is the Panov. Panov is a little bit more aggressive, and whatever is more dynamic is automatically, or lesser solid. Whatever is more dynamic is not as solid. For example, the C3, D4, B2 chain, you don't have to worry about any of the pawns or anything here. But if you go for the Panov, which is immediate C4, kind of like the same like in the French they do Monte Carlo where they go early C4, right? You can go for this Panov Botvinnik, and then you can develop normally. You play with an IQP if they take, right? So it's also a nice system. I think this will suit you more. This will suit particularly you more for the kind of dynamic positions that will come up. But it's not to my taste because it's not solid, right? So you start solid, you have a chain that is, so you don't have any weakness in your position that you gotta worry about. So you can then build slowly, harmoniously, nicely, right? But if you want, you can go C4. You have a dynamic game. Overall, exchange is the best deal. If you don't want to go for the trick opening, you can try the trick opening once in a while. But exchange is otherwise if you want to have a main weapon. Exchange and then either choosing to play solid with C3 or going for Pano with C4. Both are good options. Um, Advance in something if if I'm a French player, if I play French all the time, advance is something I'm quite happy to see because that's my most comfortable ground. Same for goes for the Caro players. So advance is something unless you are really, really prepared it, you don't want to do that. You will lose your d4, right? It's same story every game. I keep showing you same story every game. You lose d4, your central will be gone. Your attack won't really come, right? So e5 is something I would say don't do. Like when they do this, e5 is something don't do, right? That's playing right into what they're most comfortable with. Um, Exchange is something that is very annoying to both Caro and French players, those who are not prepared against it. Exchange is annoying for French player when you go for the Monte Carlo and you're really well prepared in it. Like at my level. At your level, it will still be annoying, even if you're just playing the Monte Carlo, because they're not, they don't like that kind of, those kind of positions, open positions. And Monte Carlo in the French and this Panov Botvinnik in the Caro, they both kind of give a position that is not really solid. That there's dynamicism on the board. There are a lot of dynamics going on the board, which is not to the taste of a Caro or I've been talking. I've been taking. I just played one. You played one where I'm kind of banning leeches, just like the ban my account. I'm kind of banning leeches, so I don't want to open leeches. But if you play on leeches, then I will open it. I can actually, yeah, I can copy paste. Yeah, I can copy paste I can import here. I can import that. Yeah, I can import the PDF here. Well, the PGN here. It's just Mashiku one. I sent it via the messenger. Okay. I'll look at the messenger. One sec. Facebook, messenger. Here it is. Lay it down, whether from all sides. It's loading. Okay, found it. Copy link. LVS. Paste. Paste link. I think that should do it. Right. It's loading. Okay. I understand your feel your urge to go the bishop to e2 rather than to e3 because of the spin. Um, but it's fine. Yes, see one yet. Your d pawn is hanging. See, I didn't see if your d pawn was going to hang or not. I just noticed the c pawn hasn't moved yet, right? And you're doing some active stuff without moving the c pawn. So have patience. Have some patience. Also, if you play something like this, you want to be able to do like a queen c2, a queen c2, or a queen d2, or even a queen e2. But that would only defend b2 if your c pawn has moved to c3. So that just hangs d4. Now you go c3. He missed it. Did you have something if you went there? I don't think you have. You don't have a check. Knight's coming back. You don't have a check, so no, you don't have anything. You just lose a pawn. All right. So c3. So now you can imagine like you did play c3 very early on. Um, and it's back into that territory. It's a very nice structure. The bishop would rather be placed here, and you can always maneuver. Right? You can do little maneuvers. Like I understand you want to put your queen on e3, e2 when his king is here. But the queen is, kind of not that clear where you put the queen. The queen is very nicely placed on d3 with the bishop on c2, and then you do that little trick to try to take this off and go queen h7. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Yeah, very good. You're very good play. You're very good play on the queen side, and he can only claim one thing that he has going on the king side in his favor, and that is the hook. But he will be able to uh, catch that hook and open a file here. But you have way too much on the queen side. These pawn pushes come in very fast. C file is already semi-open. He already is lacking a pawn there, so because king side all the time, I don't know what to do. You play slowly, yeah. I can understand it's not that easy for you because this is you have to play with patience. This thing, it's kind of harmonious positional. You cannot go immediate for the attack. The attack comes in layers. You build the attack in layers before you finally start crashing in. I understand you might not know what to do against king side castle, but you can make it small improving moves. So even though you might feel that this is not perfect for you for your style, but the thing is, it's very good training. It's very good training for you to be able to just make improving moves and not do anything big and not do anything like crashing and burning. A4, very good, very good. Hook. That's bad move. He's giving you more hooks, right? His play is starting now only, and you already have a hook, which is b4, b5, right? That opens a file, forcefully opens a file. Too much preparation, too much preparation. He's starting. Too much preparation. You just start already. You could have gone b4 straight away. But no such thing as too much preparation, always good. You need to take this. As bad as it looks, as illogical as it looks, you do need to take this because his g5 is now coming, and like I told you, h3 is going to be a hook. It's going to open file, so that's exactly what's happening, and you have delayed too much. You should have been first, but now you're not. Okay. Okay, so now he has the completely open h file, and he has a semi-open g file, but there's another problem for him. His pieces are not positioned for a kingside quick attack. His queen on b6 has nothing to do with the attack. If the queen can come to the h file in one move, then you would be feeling the dangers. Okay, okay. Hmm. Mm-mm. Rather, this would have been the choice so that the queen can maybe try to come back, or maybe just move the queen back, try to come in. But it doesn't seem like it's coming in here from anywhere after g3. Then after g3, what he'll need to do is move the f pawn, bishop f6, and then queen h2. Yeah, but that should be his direction. Rook g8 does not help him. Yeah, and this is exactly when they don't have the patience, when they don't have the capacity to make improving move and to make maneuvers, to do maneuvers. No, nothing. They cast themselves, and I don't know what to do. Queenside. Oh yeah, queenside is not good. You see, queenside is not good for it. And this move that he just did, that is exactly what happens when they don't have the capacity to do maneuvers. Like I showed you a maneuver that push the f1, move the bishop up, move the queen here, and get the queen here. Right. So first you have to conceive the idea that the queen needs to go to h7 or to the h5 or anywhere that it just adds to the attack. Um, but he doesn't have that, so he's kind of stuck. He's feeling stuck. And that's the kind of move that they play. They say, okay, that's a sack. But what kind of sack is that? Do you see that sack can, if it can help anyone, it can only help you. Your bishop opens up. You get an open c file. b5 is still coming. So that's the best sack to do. Check. Okay. Why are you giving this up? I think I think you think that his sack is, you psychologically you're thinking that his sack is some idea, but it's not. It's just a terrible move. It's a blunder, and you have to treat them as such, right? You're respecting them too much psychologically, I think. Thank you for listening to your stream. Oh, listening to my stream. Oh, okay. You just played it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, still hanging. Now he sees it. Now there's a lot of threats. Now this is dead loss because everything is being looked at. Everything is being looked at. So, that's terrible. It can be taken with two pieces, the bishop or the queen. No, you're just giving up the knight. Mm, mm. Let's see. I can see it's tough. And this endgame, he just has. a nice extra pawn on the right and the center, so it's going to be difficult to hold too. I guess you can't protect his bishop, so that's doable. He saves it, yeah, okay. Now knight d4, very nice. Now he's panicking. Check. Oh, you would give. I know you would give queen c6, but I think this is the better check because you want to keep the c6 knight. See, knight is one square away from attacking the queen, so if you can connect somehow, or if you can get his king to any of either of these two squares, then you vacate. You have your c6 empty for the knight to jump in. Oh, very good. This is perfect. This is perfect. He sees it. That's it. You win a piece. And because of that c6 square, this is very good. That because it felt like everyone would do the queen c6 there. But yes, keeping the c6 vacated for the knight was a very wise tactical decision. And finally, it paid off. It didn't get a fork, but it did get a fork. It didn't win a queen with a fork, but it won a piece. It won a piece, which is good enough. Now it's going for the perpetual. Yeah, I think there would be perpetual. No, there. Yeah, I think there's a perpetual. Yeah, there's a perpetual. Oh, queen f1, king g, queen c4. Yeah, let's see. Queen c4. Yeah, go back here. That check, and now he's out. Now he's out. Now he's out of checks. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, fine. He doesn't have any checks there. Queen c1, queen king g6. This is still defended. After that, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, okay, he still doesn't have any checks. So good. And that is it. Check. And your king is now actually gonna help mate his king. Very nice. That's it. Beautiful. That was very nicely finished. Listen to the stream for the bishop and the pawn. I give the knight for the bishop. Yeah, yeah, that was good actually. That was good to create counterattack. That was good. Yeah, this is the best decision, which I was afraid most people your rating would, you know, they have an affinity to give a check closer with the queen. And keeping the c6 square vacated for the knight, which can hit the queen, is a very good tactical decision. That is your best play so far. And yeah, here he can repeat because he can never go e7, right? So he has to basically repeat here and block with this, block with the this, yeah. But all right, but yeah, it's very easy for them to go wrong also. And you had your assets right there, waiting for him to go wrong, and it's easy to go wrong. And then very good. Yeah, this is a good decision. This is a good decision. You don't get the pawn by the way. If you give a check, then the king can save bishop. So you get only the bishop. Then he can save his pawn. Right? You can check and go c4. Just go c4. I guess you get this pawn. Yeah, this is very much playable. This queen ending is very much playable. It's a draw. Either one of both of them can get perpetual. So this is a draw, objectively speaking. Yeah, but before that things went wrong. But as you explained, um, you were listening to the stream, so that's understandable. But this is an important thing to understand about this level of players, this rating of players. They don't have the capacity to conceive maneuvers, which is a problem, right? And if they get the capacity to conceive maneuvers, then the play becomes a different level, right? You really put on this rough beginning and middles. No, I don't need to know and understand it more of beginnings, but I'm really doing this. Yeah, in the Caro, like I said, you can just start playing it with the exchange like you just did, and everything is fine. You can play with c3, you can play with c4, and as you can see, the game was very much in your favor. It was very good for you. The position is good for you throughout. It's good for you throughout, right? Until you hang a piece, it's good for you throughout. If anyone, it's only you who's better. The attack is working for you. They don't have a c pawn, right? Castling queenside makes no sense. No knight of throne, three, knight three. How do I go back? Oh, this is your game. Yeah. Um, you can do that, but you can. Oh, yeah, you can go bishop d3 if you don't want to go early knight f3. But it's fine. Ultimately, you will have to go knight f3, and they will go bishop d4. It's fine. The way it happened in the game. See, basically, if you're getting an advantage out of an opening, that's all an opening can do for you, right? If you get a great position, this is a great position. It's not. It's not perfect because the bishop will want to be here, but it's very good enough. It's playable. If I open the engine, it's either equal or somewhat in black white's favor, which exactly it is. It says 0.3. Yeah, a little bit in white's favor, but basically it's very much playable, is what I'm saying. Now it's three. Then is bishop g4. Do I go h3? You can go h3. Like he immediately took it. You can go h3 always. H3 is the question asking move. But like it happened in the game, like I showed you, if they do castle queenside, then it becomes a hook. H3 becomes a hook to open a file, which is fine. Like because queenside castling is terrible for them anyways with this structure, with your a4, and so you c4 break, d4 is a break, and this coming in, and all your pieces are excellent there, right? It's fine. You can do h3. Um, Basically, it's good. That's the point. This the health of this position is great. It's very healthy position. This way of playing, you play c3 and then you bring your pieces up. The structure is healthy for you because very nice. You get your pieces out to good squares. Not no pieces are like really bad ones, etc. So it's easier. Play gets easier, and that is good. You're welcome. Just play, and then we'll see. Okay, let's do it in five. Be back in a cold per hours. All right. Good luck with your tournament. They're not gonna pay me now. All right, I'll do that. I'll continue with this stupid 3-2 and keep losing in time. The problem is, if I do unrated, they still don't pay me, so I have to do rated ones and lose all my rating on stream. It doesn't matter. I'm already underrated. I don't mind going down. It's fun then. When I play later in 1900 and 2000 ratings, it's much fun. I had some great games in the morning because of that. Because I was playing 1900s and all right, let's do the Jababa. All right, let's do the f3 g4. I'm gonna get a quick f5 in. He's putting his knight to c4. He's going for queenside castle. This here, g6 ain't great now. 27. I would check, but he just goes c6. I can actually ask some questions here. This is usually I don't do this, but if he goes c6, then I put my queen here, not allowing him to queenside castle. I usually never do this. I've never done this. Not c4. Probably why I don't do this. Okay. If I get queen f5, knight c4, my queen gets very misplaced and looks stupid. He ain't castling, but or not queenside. And that's what I want. I want castle queenside. But yeah, I don't see any ways in which my queen is getting out there easily. From a4, my queen is not getting out. So I'll accept that was a useless move. He wouldn't have been able to castle because then I'd take this pawn with my point if I put my queen on a5. But the problem was after knight c4 I didn't have good squares. Okay, I think I'm just objectively slightly worse here for no reason, and it's hard to figure out with my play lies. Okay, I'll ask him if he's settled with the double pawn, with the backward pawn, which is a lot. He's going for that. Yeah, it's just not good. I don't like this. Okay, so my f3 pawn is defending g4, so e4 will hit. And then knight is hitting g4 too. And then from g4 it's threatening to come here. Yeah, just terrible. He's getting the d file first. Oh, my time. Son of a. That's a. Okay. Yeah, just a. Not a good position. It's not like lost or anything. It's just. Nothing's there. Like I'm slightly worse for nothing to show for it, for no reason. Well, then it's disconnected. What is this? What's he doing? I'll take it. I'll actually not take it. That's a terrible game. Terrible position. Alright. It works great in Bullet. Why doesn't it work now? Yeah. I guess, well, that's the truth of it. Objectively, it's not supposed to work. Objectively, it's always slightly better for black if they do everything correctly. I guess he did everything correctly then. Okay, let's play French. Frenchy. Let's play the Rubinstein. Kasparov c3. It's not exactly Kasparov 7 c3. It's come late in the game, and this is a gamble, and it didn't pay off. If you took this, which sometimes people do, that's awesome for for black, but now it's terrible for black. Not terrible, it's again same thing that, nothing to show for worse position. Queen b6 before, queen c7, knight b5. Not that knight b5 is doing anything, it's an exchange of the pieces. And you won't have knight here check, queen takes, and bishop check because the king comes to e7 and defends the queen. And I'm already thinking, I've already wasted a minute, I have no idea. 96, I remember 96 is not good, I don't remember why. I can't figure out why. Or maybe knight takes, queen, queen. Um, let's see. Bishop check? Oh, bishop check. Bishop d7. Yeah, I don't know. That was again greedy, greedy chess to try to get easy games. Not playing objective best moves. I think objectively, you have queen c7, half stability, folded. The why I did this is because this is really good, really, really good. Then you go bishop b4 check, b6, b6, and bishop b7. Queen comes to d5. Oh, he's allowing this. He's gonna play this. All right, that's a dynamic decision. I guess it's based on my bad bishop. If I have a great 5 e5, he gets knight f5, which is a nice knight. Yeah, and immediate. There are also immediate stuff like this. Open a file for the rook to be lifted. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm not able to see now. That's just blindness. That's just blindness. I'll try the last trick and then decide. I mean, in this, but my queen was hanging. Okay. Yeah, that's just blind. Okay, try and play. Let's need some attention now. Okay, d4, knight c3. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hmm, I should have gone immediate d4. That's problematic for him. That's problematic. Now he gets a move and he gets to deal with it. Yeah, it should be problematic for him. He should have dealt with it. Just didn't deal with it. This goes for his own plan, and this is what prophylactic thinking is. Not about my plan, it's about what are his plans. I actually don't have any clue what I was going to do against if it takes. I want to keep the e-file open, which means attacking with the pawn and then trying for d5. He has this always. I think taking the knight makes more sense. Also gets out of a future tempo, but then a queen a5 it's a2. But it doesn't feel like he should be the one making any threats whatsoever. d5 is one of the ideas. We'll always try to go e5 against it. Can go d5, e5, d6. And if it takes my bishop, then I go knight f6 check first. Yeah, that's what's happening, bro. Oh, but his king will be on e7 in the end, so he doesn't have to take the knight. His king will be on, yeah, he doesn't have to take the knight. If he takes the knight, it's over for him. But he'll go king f8, then what? I take on e7, queen takes, queen c4. I have to also see that there's a queen e3 check there. What am I down? Plus 3. So I'm gonna be down a pawn. So I take on e7, queen c4, try to go queen c8, which doesn't do anything, by the way. I guess I get his knight. No, I don't even get his knight. It works if it takes, and I take on f6. Hmm. And if I take, and queen takes, then the king comes here. I'm not winning the knight. This idiot is in the way, otherwise this would have won the knight. Oh, it's just about tempo. Can I sack my queen? No, I cannot, because First of all, it doesn't have to take its while. But even if it did, after this checking here, it's not mate. Takes queen e7, queen c4. If take, then I think I'm happy with takes, because I take, and now I am threatening some stuff on the back rank. Take and takes. Oh shit, I keep forgetting all my time. Takes, takes. Yeah, the problem is the back rank check isn't a bigger deal. Isn't a big deal. He can even do like knight here and stuff, and I don't have anything. This gives me hope. It should not. I don't really have anything. But it does give me hope for no good reason. Now his knight is going to c6. If rook is coming to b8, then I'm toast. My rooks are unconnected. Boy, that should not have gone this way. This must have been something better that looked great. 95? Well, that's nonsense, I think. Yeah, that's nonsense. But he's gonna win because of time, I think. I think. I'm not sure. It could be a great tactic. Oh, that I missed. No time. Uh, Oh, that was good because now he gets to take the check. But if this is an actual tactic, then I will need to look at this guy. Oh, wow. No way in hell is he seeing that. No, because it's not a direct tactic. It's not something you can calculate. No, wait, no way, no, no, no. It's not something that you calculate like this, three move, four move combo. It's an attack. It keeps going. Yeah. No. 4 seconds. No. And if it doesn't work, you're lost. If it doesn't work, you're lost. You gave a full roll. The actual calculation for this in an actual game takes like at least 5, 6 minutes. Even if you spot it immediately, you spend 5, 6 minutes calculating that in all the lines. In some lines, you will be able to get your material back, and then in some lines, you're getting the full attack to its completion. So yeah, 4 seconds now. Mm-mm, I don't buy that. It's a full roll. Queen b5, you have to see here. You have to see I don't have counter checks. No, no way. No way in a million years. And on an OBS server, OBS thing, I cannot open his account. Mm-mm. I'll open it again though. I'll look at his games. Yeah, that is not. That was the best move, by the way. I can tell from the eval. You don't see that in 4 seconds. It was not a combination. It was a piece sack for attack that you have to see moves like all the moves. You have to see that your route is queen f5, queen b5, and then you have to see how is queen b5 actually working in all of the lines. Impossible. Impossible no matter who you are. It doesn't even matter what level your chess is. You spend, even if let's say you're at top grandmaster, you spend 15, 20 seconds. If you're calculating very fast all the lines in a flurry, you still have to see so much because of the committal nature of the move. Like that's just terrible. This is just terrible. I have to prepare the minority attack fast. I've never seen this go with there. Is he going knight at 7, knight at 7, queen h5? That isn't right. That is not right. Makes no sense. I guess I'll see. I'll ask him to show me. I'll not even kick that knight. I want him to show me what's it doing there. What's the idea? Okay. Now I'll kick it. Now what do you have for it? Knight at 7 anyways? That doesn't do anything, man. Oh, the rook was hanging. I had to take it. But I could have taken it. I don't see what it had there. So weird. Alright. He doesn't have 95 neither, but 95. I don't know, Brooks. This is not a position, especially the way I'm playing the kind of thing I'm doing, to be doing down a rock. Now it's played simple. That was so stupid and it's still, now it's simple. Oh god, that was horrible. Position would have made no sense if I just took it. Yeah, then this. As well. But it should be 4, it takes anyways. And if I pin this, he goes rook b1 and says, hey, I got 2 rook, how many do you have? I've taken, take here, I guess. You can also just move the queen. It's coming with the check. Don't take it, I have to take with the queen. As long as I have a choice. That was so stupid. Knight g5. Wait, it's my move? Why is it saying I'm disconnected? Come on. Yeah, low lag, low lag. What a lie. Takes. He's giving me C pawn that won't survive. Won't really survive. Okay, three. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I'll take it. I was running forever. Gotta jump into a four. I could smell forever. Son of a. Okay, catch. It's actually, I'm feeling good now. So this going to, yeah, I'm feeling really good now. Oh, oh, come on, man. It's nothing. Come on. Unless you're gonna lose in time, that's gonna be horrible. That's nothing else. Trouble. I'm gonna lose because of my mouse is too slow. I need to make short range moves, like one square moves, so I don't have to drag the mouse too much. He's not able to come up with a plan. He's coming up with a check, and my king just comes in. Oh, son of! Oh, that I think my stars just gone to the worst place. That's something. Well, first of all, this is just stupid. This is a stupid move. It does absolutely nothing. Unless, of course, you're playing someone even stupider like me, who would allow the rook to fall. It is like minus zero point 0.7, right? That's correct. Because he has done absolutely stupid thing. Now it'll go back up, because that's just hanging a rook. And after all of this, he's not playing very well. See, by the way, last guy was right below him. So I understand what their strength, how much strength can they show. And him playing rook b2, that's nowhere near what they can do. Yeah. And that's not a move that looks like, okay, someone can play impulsively, because that's really a full rook. And it's really hard to see the maneuver of queen f5 and queen b5, which are not checks. Queen b5 is not a check. So, yeah, here, this guy is starting to play really, he's really giving me chances now. This hits the bishop. My knight comes up. And now these are passive pieces. He has an extra rook, but his extra rook ain't playing right now. And this is already very, very, very dangerous. He needs to do queen e3 right now. I was thinking about some queen sacks here, but they don't quite yet work. Because I don't have a cover of this square. If I had a cover of this square, then they would work. But I don't have a cover of that square. If there was a pawn on h2, then I can go like, yeah. Oh, I should have gone. I could have gone knight h3 here. But yeah, that's why he moved the knight. And I'm constantly thinking about queen sacks, but they don't work. Because h2 is a really good pawn. And now it didn't allow me to queen sack queen after this. So, and there's no time. For me, with the playing with the mouse, 13 seconds is like, I'm gonna lose if this game stretches long. I have to start pre-moving at 13. And this is completely winning endgame. But yeah, down to 7, I'm already having to pre-move. And this is just, again, blindness. Complete blindness. I don't miss this fork and sleep, but now I am. Yeah, I'm, my only left eye is seeing, and it's seeing on the left side of the board. Okay, he's going knight f4. That's not a problem. My king comes in. That's only good for me. But my rook is on the right side. That's hilarious. Hi, how you doing? Hey, Cassandra. How you doing? Is that a real person or is that a bot? Looks like a real person, maybe. All right, let's go. D4, knight C3. That was actually quite a fun game in the end. I'm happy to see that it turned around and I was winning. There was a nice feeling until the fork. Yeah, bishop b4 is quite annoying whenever someone plays a knight on c file without developing the c pawn. Same goes for Chigorin. Bishop b5 is, but bishop b5 is not as much annoying for Chigorin as is bishop b4 for this constellation. These are Nimzo players who play the Nimzo regardless of what. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I shouldn't have allowed this because now he will take knight comes here, and my knight is already in f3, so it can go here. So I will lose um, a pawn regardless. Yeah, that's just terrible again. Yeah, I need to become serious. I'm doing stupid stuff left and right. I don't know what that does, but I'm out of ideas already. Oh, maybe bishop d6. Here we go knight. Here we go knight c6 and knight e7 after queen d8. b6 a5 is something you would do anyways. So we're going here. Let's taking this. So that's not because you're the light square bishop. So you won't mind, I'm saying. That's not that much of an accomplishment. Get any kind of there's nothing otherwise. I'll try this and try this, maybe. I mean, he's 1973, right? Okay. There was a guy, wasn't it? Cassandra. Now this screen here takes you take knight f2. That I like that introduces something. Otherwise I'm gonna have nothing. After here he will actually try to force the queen exchange. Which it does force the queen exchange. It does force the queen exchange, which is his best strategic thing to do. Okay, brave guy. Bishop here, bishop takes, ain't really that big of something. You'll get the castle, which is what you want to do. F3, knight here, queen here. If queen here, then queen takes. I don't have this anymore. The bishop is not hanging because the knight is moved. Nothing. Nothing good there. Not a single thing. And now I'm down two points. Might as well make it three, don't I? Don't I? I go here, give him this, at least get queen before, and I can do it right here, and then he makes me go back and get the bishop with tempo. Of course, he doesn't have to allow queen before, which is the best thing for him to do. He can go like a5, b5, b4, and that's it. Oh, so we have a good player. A5 now we have. It's just terrible. It is just terrible. We have a good player though. He's grabbing pawns, but he's not grabbing the wrong ones. He is grabbing pawns, but not the wrong ones. I don't know what I'm doing here. Rook comes to a6. So that was stupid. There's knight c3. Stupid all around. Stupidity all around. Where you going, bro? You're going nowhere. Can't give another pawn. So now for now, we can play like solid as Petrosian, huh? Now it's not taking pawns. That was very good. You took only the right pawn and didn't take the ones that would give me anything. Now it's lost. It's lost 20 ways and he's making all the very good moves. This would have not been a good move, but this is. No, like it won't be a bad move, it would just be. Oh, that I should have gone 93 immediately because then it didn't have 94 because rook on d8. No time losing. Losing 20,000 ways. Yes, not, yeah, no time. That was, if I were to guess, I think the accuracy was close to 98. Didn't give anything. Of course, the blunder is from the white's end to play this at the start to allow this. You cannot allow this. You cannot allow this. You go c5 or you go early a3. Even early a3, you have to go a3 very quick. You have to go very quick, otherwise they'll take and they'll get c4. They'll get c4 and then they'll get 94 and you just struggle. Yeah, it's already terrible. It's not about losing a pawn. It's about generating plays very difficult here. Yeah, yeah. That's basically the best I had, practically speaking. Alright, let's do e6, b5. He's playing London. What kind of London? Playing the old school. First go -3. London. If he plays queen e2, that'll be annoying. This is not so annoying. A castle you don't have. Yeah, then I'll go e4. Not ideal, but I get out of I get out of what do you say that? The e5 blind. I do have an IQP, so it's not ideal. That's me underestimating always my opponents. That I'll manage. So bishop s3, bishop on s3 is great. But exchanging is also great. Everything is great for him. Nothing is great for me. I can get a rook on e8 with the open file, but again, that does nothing. It's like an ideal IQP for white to play against. There's absolutely no upsides of this IQP. There's only downsides. Hmm. I cannot generate anything. I'll try to go rook. If he puts his bishop on f3, his knight's not going to f3, so I could try to go rook on e5. Yeah, and then try to get the file. I don't think I can do much on that file. He can at the end of it go knight c2. After queen d2, he can go knight c2 and still get this in. And my queen will be at the head of it, so that's not an ideal taking of the file anyways. And then actually rook d2 is worse. And then rook e1 is more of a threat for me. Mhm. This is a position where it's very hard to create tricks as black. It's very simplified down. It has been liquidated too much. So it's just worse. It's just straight up worse. G3. Alright, pick where you want your bishop. I have to do something to try. But the second this knight goes here, that is it. Alright, some weakness, but not enough. Yeah, this is the move too. This works too. And h4 is not a problem for him. I don't have knight e4 in any way because the bishop is looking at it and the pawn on f3. I don't have any ways to manufacture a knight e4. No tactics surrounding it. I don't have time to play some to start something with g5 or e5, whatever. Because he's going rook d8 right next move. Knight is covering good squares. I cannot align myself with the. Mm, mm, I guess I will have to just go for it. It'll backfire, but I cannot play the end game. Which might not be the soundest thing to do because I can probably hold the end game if I really try it. So it's more psychological that I don't want to play the end game or stuff like that. He's going 27, and if I do this, he's going queen f4. He's going queen e7, so I don't have g5, and I don't want his queen on f4, but I basically don't have anything. He did go to f4 in the end, so I don't know. Oh, now queen, rook e5 is also there. No time for me. I'm gonna lose in time even if I start moving, pre-moving. Okay. I moved. I moved. Alright. There's the story of every day. There's a bunch of waiting and blitz and stream. Get back on the phone. But I'm more focused. Not very focused on the screen. Not a personality who can um seriously. Yeah, I think that is this is tilt. It's still salvageable very much the position. I can generate slow play. But I'm going for the second pawn sack, which I don't think is immediately punishable. Because take this is not an intermezzo because g3. And rook e8 is also not an intermezzo because then he can take this. He cannot take this immediately on account of bishop h2 and I get the queen. But rook e8 would also not work as an intermezzo. So basically there's just a complete pawn and then I will start generating play or tempos after getting my queen to f6. The other rook gets in. And that is exactly how tilt works. You don't even take it. There's mate here. That was a bad move by him. He could have just done f3. I think that's game over. I don't have this. But now he gave me this. After which I again don't have anything. Okay. It just isn't anything. Then I can't do that. The problem is I'm supposed to go slow, but I can't really go slow. He's going f4. The only way to make this work is if I start going slow. I'm not going slow. My b3. Yeah, that works. That works. That can count. No, not f3 we get. And I'll just take connected rope. Then I'll get in the rook on f4. Time. I'm gonna lose in time. The story of every fucking game. Hmm. Then slow moves. I didn't want to give that up. I should have been done it, but I don't think I have. I cannot lift my rook because this thing is lifting me up. Just some tactical observations, which means you think he has. Okay, he does have that. Yeah, he has 96 in the end. Hmm. That is not good. I think. Not sure. Mistakes. Yeah. Yeah, this is tilt. I need to play slow in the opening. I need to play slow in the opening. Do not allow tilt the second. I cannot stop c5 from happening after I take his knight. In which case he's not really worse. He's not in any sort of problems. Venezuela doesn't defend it because of g6. If he hadn't castled, then I just had this game in the morning where I went queen g4. They took, and after queen takes g7, it was a double attack and I won a piece. Yeah, yeah, I have to also stop spending time for absolutely no reason, where it's not productive at all. Mm, I'll try. I might not get it, but I'll try to stop c5, but I really cannot because bishop b5 is a real ask question with my mind. I think I'll get. I also cannot really exchange this knight, which is a problem. Yeah, you can go to c4, but first you have to answer what you're doing about that. Bishop c4. Okay, then you'll put the knight back. You put the knight right back. And then he will get c5 eventually. Maybe I do this. One more d5, at least make him think about. a7 apparently he did not think about a7 at all because rook a8. And he's getting the tough back. Yeah. I will get the file though. Maybe not actually. Yeah, I won't get the file either. Yeah, actually I will. Yeah, I will. That's not playable, yeah. I need to put my queen back to b4 so I can go back and attack him. Yeah, so now I was thinking that he might go here, but no, because queen d2 gets it back. So I did get the file, and now I need to capitalize on that. With b6, then I can take later on. Right now I cannot go with b6. Piece of, piece of. He's trying to stop me from doubling. I have to waste so many moves to go there. He needs to generate counterplay with f6, but I'm stopping it by. You're not coming in. So you would want c8 and yeah. Now he's going f6. Now I've nothing. Maybe he will go f6 and then put an intermezzo. No. Oh, he's 1960, so he's okay with the draw. I'm trapped my bishop. I trapped my bishop. Shit. Cannot see that. I trapped my bishop. Oh, that's nice. He'll go right back, won't he? Oh, that's nice. I applaud your attempts. He'll give me a check and then try to get e3. Can't play fast. Cannot play with fast with the mouse. The only concern was time. It was going good. It was going good for. Yeah, now why am I even playing? I should stop. I should stop playing. Move on. Run the stream actually. Okay. Not going well. Oh, there's a bishop check. Shit. Didn't see that. No, I don't have any checks. Now you don't have any checks, so you go. Yeah, not you. I have a perpetual if he goes there. I might not even take perpetual because I'm pissed. Yeah, I won't take perpetual. I will lose rather. Yeah, I won't take perpetual. Fucking. I didn't even see that one was possible. That is dead. Now he should be able to mate me. Yeah, that's good. I rook f7 covered for now. You can just play it, yeah. Okay. He's going to take on c3. Is not oh, I should have walked over the king. Here it looks lost. Oh, why the hell am I disconnected? I'm playing down a row. I have good feeling now, the way he's been playing. Yeah, I think it's just the stars today. My stars are not. but good. It makes no sense. Different sides, man. I like this side, so. This pawn is going here. He's struggling to give checks, so try to get this next, but I'll go here. We didn't do the queen exchange here. I might have done even go for the, I might have gone for the queen exchange here. If we did this, I might have gone for it. I know it's dead lost. He's panicking. Maybe I shouldn't have, yeah. That makes it kind of easier for him. Here, I need to defend this simply. But yeah, games are never the issue. Time is the issue. Games are never the issue. I can outplay all of these motherfuckers. Gambit. Click. Also that. Yeah, I'm quite getting quite pissed with this disconnected chip. Bravissimo. Alright. Gives me some holes to work with if he allows this. I think I'd play 500 below my strength. 500 points below my strength when straining. There's just no concentration whatsoever. Ooh, ooh la la. That's a good move. Gonna carve the first square back. That's why I want. That's where I want that. You might take this now, huh? Oh, that's good. He's allowing me stuff. He's allowing me stuff. He's allowing me to open each file. He's allowing me stuff, but I might not be able to really use it. I have to take it. How do I get my queen to the h file? How to get to my queen? So first off, I will hit this. Maybe I should go this to just put a little obstruction for the d pawn. But then bishop is here, so bishop can take. This feels very wrong with the king like this. More than the king, it's not the king. King is fine in f8. Is that this rook is not open. And this feels slow. I feel like it knows that I need to do something. Need to do something. Oh, he cannot take it though. Well, he can. Hmm. How do I get my queen? Gotta see some sacrifices, then hitting it somewhere with the queen, somewhere. None of that working. Yeah, maybe this and then this. If he takes, then I'll take here. If he doesn't take, then I don't know. Interesting position. I should be better, but I'm not better. Doesn't really win anything. Oh, it's the time again. I'm gonna lose some time again. Now this is the position where I won't really think I'm doing something nice, but I'm trying to. Check doesn't work, check doesn't work, g5 doesn't work. Like I'm gonna be here, then I don't know, we're gonna be here, but this is covered. No time, no bloody time again. Terrible. Now you can force a queen exchange. You can just take it. I cannot play with this slow time. There was a knight g5 check afterwards. There's this knight g5 mate. Fucking cannot play it today. Ten five, give me fucking 10-5, and you better pair me. I'm gonna fucking quit chess. There's a different game. These these guns are the biggest chess site. They don't have someone playing 10-5. Takes forever to pair. Yeah, I think just the chess audience, they just stop. I'm gonna try a different game to stream. This is stupid. Look at these models. Okay. Been a minute, been over a minute, been over 2 minutes. They haven't paid me. These stupid people, they don't pay me. Kind of forcing my hand. Alright, I'll pay. But I'm convinced them. The mind is not reading anyway, so right, it's even if they're at 10 at least. Most less than those. Okay, let's do a Jabala. Okay, let's fight with e4. I could have played it more in a system fashion with e3. Or fight with the e4. It's fucking annoying again. Yeah, I think it's if they go a6 is when I take here and try for e6. Yeah, e6 is not that much, not making that much of sense, is it? It's not going to. Hmm. I should play it differently now. Question is to yeah, I shouldn't allow e6 with the pawn d5 because that's just fine for them. It's very fine. Takes, castle, queen takes, rook takes. Again, e6 at any point, and whatever is on c5 will get hit with bishop c5. Yeah, this is another. I think I should have just gone for e3 until I refresh on this line that I looked at years ago. Yeah, I don't know. Bishop b4 check. Oh, oh, because he's going bishop c5. He's going queenside castle. b4 will be will only be a threat after I castle. Right now it's not choosing the space. Maybe it is, because I'll go with queen c3 as well. I think b4 is that's something. Yeah, bishop f2, whatever. Yeah, no, cause queen c3, bro. Okay, so he's stopping me from castling. How long will he do that? How long will he be able to do that? Also, rook d3. Yeah, rook d3 is coming. Yeah, I have to figure this out now. I know that it's lost for him. The problem is I still have to figure out a lot of stuff. Maybe put my bishop back. Or maybe here. You're here, which covers all these three squares, so you won't get a check. You'll go queen b2. So maybe f6. Go here, here, and then go here. You go here, which will go here, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it a sharp battle now. I have a piece. All I need to do is consolidate. Yeah, then I will put his queen on d2, and my queen cannot move from a5 because he's also hitting at d2. I know it's lost for him, but this is very annoying. I think this is good. Rook takes, queen takes, rook d8, queen back, rook d3, queen c2. I'll manually run my king up to, or even queen b4. Fine, I think. Yeah, that should solve most of the problems, or at least it'll give something. It'll give something for. Yeah, so he's trying to go rook c7, but I'll have a check. Knight there, check. So he'll go rook c7 after that. Right. So now I threaten to take this, but my actual thing I'm going to do is play queen c4, and that is perfect. Now I can repeat once. I'm okay giving the a pawn. I can also go king e2, no? He doesn't really have anything there. I don't see a check. He has to keep an eye on c6 also. He will double the rooks. He will double the rooks. I'll go rook d1. No, first he has to defend c6. Yeah, I think this is very much doable. The only check I should be afraid of is a check on the second rank, but his queen is not taking a4 and it's not coming to a2. And d2 is protected by the queen. After he doubles the rook, then he is threatening to come into d2, but by that point, I will also be ready to come in. I think this solves all of my problem, and now I will just enjoy the extra piece. And his extra pawns for that are not anywhere near enough count. He's also has some issues to deal with, like the c6 point. If this was a 3 minute game, look at my time and look at his time. If this is a 3 minute game, this would be another loss for me. Now he's going for the second rank check. I can go a5. I can go a5. I can actually also go here. There's no check. There's no check. No check. You have to leave. You have to go queen a5 back, and then I'll put the other rook. I'll put the other rook there. Yeah, actually, c6. I'll make c6 indefensible. He could come with queen before I have very much welcome that. Then all of the problems are solved. I got a man who castle in. Yes, you have to go with the resignation is good. Oh, takes, pawn takes. I also have this. I have that goodie. So he's forced to take with a rook, which I'm very fine. That would be a very nice one. This house. I can do this in 10-0, but I cannot do this in 3. 2 or 3, oh, of course. I cannot really explain and keep my focus at the same time. So I have to readjust all the time. You're doing a French or Rubinstein now. That's uncommon. Bishop f4 placement is very uncommon. Okay, that's what it's going for. I'll actually bite. You know? Oh, he's going 94 then. We're going 94 then. I'll get my other knight to f6. He'll exchange. Castle 94. Or castle just bishop f2. And then 95. His knight's on g3, otherwise I would have gone bishop f2, queen f2, queen f2, king f2, pick this up. If the bishop was on d5. Oh, I would have gone e5, g bishop d5 then. Yeah, I'll just go here. We'll see if I get in trouble. I'll then stop thinking. Oh, that's interesting. Take, take, take. He's gonna go f3 first before casting. If I put my knight here, which I want to do now, this match, to go here. Yeah, actually, where's the bishop going? Yeah, I usually never touch my e6 pawn in the Rubin style because it provides a lot of solidity. I kind of feel like doing it right now. We'll fight on our at our hands. We need to. Hmm, okay, I'm really pressing it. I'm really pressing. There's going f3 if I go 8-6 or s6. Yeah, I'm actually going to go f3. Oh, sorry, 8-6. Because now I'm gonna put my knight back, pull my knight back. Yeah. And you still don't have a good place for a bishop, you have to give up your bishop. And then if you cast a queen side, I'll queen your queen with bishop here. Exactly as I said. Exactly as I made the prophecy. Because that's what I was trying to do the whole time. Try to get something with the bishop. Something with the bishop. Because I can sense he's going for queenside castle. That looks threatening. And now here the thing is either move it, either take it or either move back. Either way, I would have immediately castle next, or something, asking you to castle too. Just as I made the prophecy. He did castle queenside and immediately. This is the reason they say always play king b1, but you need a move to play king b1. You didn't get that. Alright, let's play the Jabala. Oh, we're playing a Benoni structure, which I like quite much to play against, and also don't mind playing it. Not a not a backwards pawn from yet. Thing is, if knight c4, then he has knight b6. I go back, he go back, maybe. And the thing is, right now it doesn't have b5 because I take. I have more control over b5 with this two pieces. If I play knight c6, that kind of blocks it. Other thing is he hasn't played e6 yet, which they're doing the boundary, which makes the d6 pawn backwards. After which the knight c4 is very nicely placed, putting pressure there, and you increase that. And if I go knight c4 now, he will have this. Takes, pawn takes, knight here. Yeah, actually, he does not, because takes, pawn takes knight here. I threaten knight c6, and once he defends it, I'm also threatening to then just take the pawn. Then it becomes kind of a banker. Oh, I guess he will take on e3, e4, because then this knight would be pushed, and when I push this, mm, mm, get it? I get it. Yeah, this is a tactic in the banana. If you try your pieces, if your pieces are overloaded over that side. All right. So do I go f3? That still looks like a really terrible move. Do I go rook a6? Rook a3? a5, I don't want to do. Why don't I do want to do a5? Oh, because then he plays it, and then if I take it on b6, knight takes, and then I don't have knight c4. I'm not going to change the knight. I guess then I get this pawn. So I guess a5 is right. I guess a5 is right. Yeah, it feels easy playing against the Benoni, but then there are a lot of minute things happening that you have to take care of, otherwise it completely switches over to hand. Okay. So he is not in e6, and I'm waiting for him to do e6. He's playing without e6 so far. E6 is the Benoni move. They really e6 or e5. E5 is more like a check Benoni. But yeah, he kind of have to do it now. Of course, the upside of not doing e6 is I don't have a d6 weakness yet to play against. On the other hand, how are you really playing? How are you making any move without playing e6 now? E6, I think now might not even be possible because I take an e6, f takes e6, knight c4. How do you defend d6? You don't. Yeah, that's something I didn't want him to it, want to allow him, but I guess. Oh, he pins, son of a he pins. But he took with the queen, which I don't mind. I don't have bishop takes a6. I didn't have bishop takes a6 anyways. He could have taken with the knight. Because bishop takes, then he pins. My rook is not guarded. That's why I wanted to play rook a3 first. Just out of intuition. But queen is really badly placed here. It's his turn. I think I need to charge this stuff. So now I'm going here. Here it goes here. I take and I get a pawn. So then it's more like it's going to be very much like a banker then. After he loses the a pawn, it's going to be very much. It's going to represent uh, the sister opening of the Benoni, which is the banker. If you play the Benoni, you should be able to play the banker too. Is it a good banker? Is it a bad banker? I think it's a decent banker. I think it's a decent banker. Take with this, then I'll first hit you here. I have to be careful about that e4 pawn. They can play this if my bishop ain't well guarded. Here I have to be careful about c4 move, which is a common thematic sacrifice in the binary. Here I need to see queen b4. Man, I don't have time to figure all of this out. Nor do I have the will right now. I guess I'll see how creative this pawn sacks are. The binary pawn sacks. He's already down one pawn. I need to move this guy, but it's not safe to move that guy. 95 square simply is a very good square. I cannot go f4, I need to go king h1 so that I can go f4, otherwise the queen is looking at the king. Yeah, that's quite simple, isn't it? If I go move my rook up to a6, that really doesn't do anything at all. I guess I put it on a3. I think that'll be 3. Good. Gets the screen away from this diagonal. From these two squares. Maybe then I'll be able to play f4. He's not hitting e4. Takes. Hmm. I can repeat once to gain some time, but I don't. There's no increment. I'll do it just to waste his. Check if he's going for it. Then I think I'll go for his pawn takes an idea. It is an idea, but not very sure. Yes, it's been years and years and years since I brushed up on playing against the banker, so I kind of don't know how to finish this. I'm up a pawn. I'm doing fine. Yes, he has his usual banker compensation for the pawn, but I still have to figure out how to finish this. But I remember slightly from some is going 24 chip. No, sir, you are not. Oh, but then this is the problem. Yeah, problems everywhere. That's difficult. It's not queen this 4. So do I need to play like queen s3? All of that looks terrible. Go here, go further, go for takes. No, sacking exchange is not an option. Sacking and exchange is not an option. Hey, what if it does that and then I go queen a4? Yeah. I think I can do this. I have to be careful of c4. I think it's fine. He also can highlight the fact that my rooks are not connected because my bishop is still on c1. By going rook a8 and basically taking over the a5. I have nothing I can do against that. Yeah, I think he got all the usual Bangkok wrong, and it's paying off for him. It's paying off. I think people are too dumb, and I'm showing a little too high a content that the minds can grasp in chess. That's what and I don't care really about if they are. 97 should not be good. It's getting very spicy. 1976 should not be good. You take. I guess it's not a problem because F4 happens. What the hell do I do on knight there? I take on h6, bishop take. Don't click on too much. Yeah, knight on e7, what am I doing? I'm not going to give him that pawn, quite simply. But maybe I have to. Okay, yeah, that just wins the pawn back, I guess. Stupid stuff. And he goes back to b4. He's very close to getting trapped. I think he's trapped. If not, then he's very close. He needs a resource. He needs a resource. Oh, he'll go c5, c4, and then b2 will end. I can also just pick up the rook, but I'll do it after rook a4. Does he have anything? No, just c4. Then I take back with the rook. Queen goes b somewhere. Yeah, it did become quite tricky. It's become very tricky. Oh, he has rook b4. He has rook b4. Rook b4. Yeah, he has rook b4. I should take this first, but then he will have queen e5. Not sure if I should even. Yeah, this is a tricky position. Rook b4. Knight. Yeah, knight moving will just. It will just go queen takes b2. So I don't have knight b5 and knight e2 after that. If rook a4 and rook b4. I don't quite have his queen yet. What if bishop takes? No, because then first of all he takes it here. Second of all, he doesn't have to take bishop back. He can take on b2. Yeah, it's getting very complicated. Very complicated. Maybe it is not. Maybe I'm just making it complicated. Oh, queen f4 forces a exchange, which I'm not sure I want to do or not. He's getting b2. He's getting b2. And then it's a Daska bishop. Yeah, the last bishop can really be controlled, so I need to go with the rook check first. In that case, I'm up in exchange, but this is a mess. I don't have the last square bishop, which is yeah, he's not playing it to the max effect. Nah, so if he checks on the back rank, I have to go King H2 would have King H2 looked really problematic. Now he has a discovered attack on my knight, but I didn't see from where is he making much of it. Yeah, it's a mess, proper mess. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. But I have this. Will you take that? What will you do? Stand another check. Well, it is winning, but I need clarifications. Oh, it is a 10 plus 0. There's no incorrect because this motherfucker will pair me the 10-5. So now it's a 10-0. I'm gonna lose in time. Yeah, I'm gonna lose in time. So basically, I have to pre-move and then lose a stupid way like that. He's going check and bishop b5. No? Go ahead and take this. It's so fucking annoying. So fucking annoying. They want to pair me with a 10-5. Their side takes so much, it's so heavy, there's lag, and they won't pair me on a 10-5. I tried to get a pairing on 10-5 for over 2 minutes. They don't have anyone playing 10-5. Stupid site. We need one for the peninsula. Fuck you.com and fuck leeches. Yeah, I'll really, whenever I can, I'll really go put deep dive into it about how we can make this happen. We need a wrong site with a server around there. This is just bullshit. Personal truth. Some other ratings, I don't care about the ratings already right now. You're just pissing annoying one. You worked hard during the game, and you're going for a very fair conclusion. This is not. This is a wrong recapture by him. He can indeed take with the knight, which is the ideal one, starting this and everything. And I think that this is not possible. It should not be possible. Yeah, that's it. So this is not possible. Taking the pawn on a6. He didn't see that. He didn't see that. Otherwise, it's great fun. Well, as good as the banana can get in these cases. So it's perfectly fine for it. It's not that much of an edge for mine. Computer likes playing against the banana, so it's a little bit still going 0.7, but not that easy. You have to find concrete stuff. Visually, it always looks great until it doesn't against the banana. So you have to really find concrete stuff. Taking with the queen, however, queen is very horribly misplaced there. I was very happy to see that and see it's all 1.0 now. Should go or even that. At c4, everything I get everything I was playing for. Then I said in here, you defend and then you do finally lose the pawn, which you were not losing earlier, but you lost it because you tried to save it. That's why you lost it. Otherwise, you would have lost it. That's kind of interesting. And now it's very much like a banker middle game. Very much like a banker. Is it a better banker for white? Is it a better banker for black? Have to say. It's look fine. It's look a fine banker. The fine banker. Maybe not quite. Maybe I'm overstating it because, or respecting it because I know the ideas of bankers are practically not easy to figure out. Practically, you have to know them really. All the, how you are dealing with stuff. You're on the dealing side. Black is on the doing side, and you are the one who has to deal with stuff. So it's not that easy. So there's always calm for that one pawn, but computer, I believe, don't believe in that. Yeah, 1.3. Yeah, computer is not playing with the elements. Okay, so yeah, yeah, this is maybe not good best. Yeah, already hard, tough to figure out the whole plan. That how are you going to really untangle, develop this bishop? I'm not moving for c1 because I really don't want to go b3 either. Um, you really have to know. You just have to know these things. These you have to study. You have to study right side of the bank of games, a lot of them, and then only can you be able to successfully play it. I don't play very often. D4, C4. So I don't get a lot of bankers. The ones I do get out of not D4, knight C3, they're not quite the same. Knight C3 is kind of a better version for the banker. The arguments to be made that the knight is better placed on C3 in case of banker. Alright, this is just moves to get some moves, and then F4. I thought, okay, you're going 24, but I'll throw this in the mezzo. I'll kick your queen from the nice b4 square from where it is ready to give this, which is why, by the way, I didn't have this would be a blunder. But then after this, I don't have anything, and this is a problem in the bank of the learning. And after this, I have to just be down with an exchange. So I thought, all right, what I'll do is I'll throw an intermezzo, kick your queen from being able to deliver the check, and then I'll go h3 and ask you what you're doing. So then I realized that actually the queen is even more dangerously placed here because he can still give a check by this, by a discovered um, check, by unveiling a check. So I had to go back and say, all right, I think you're better on b4. So I got my queen here so that now this is not possible. Now I have two pieces guarding it. And from here, yeah, it's not that. Yeah, this is the time when I go in the center. Is it good? Is it right timing? I don't know. It felt like it. Also, I'm getting low on time. It is low for me with the mouse and the talking. Yeah, this looked very double-edged. For example, I was not even sure about 97 here. What do I do? His pawn is in. His bishop is stuck. It's not about just giving a pawn on b2. It's about then that area being very loose. Then I have to move this knight and stuff. And see, I have to think about c4 where this bishop is going. So can get very loose very quick. And I don't have this e6 which I liked at first, but then I saw that he is just opening this to my queen, and I don't have queen takes or anything like that. So 97 would have asked a very tough question. Of course, computer says zero. Um, yeah, 97 I believe was the tough question. It's going over to the plus one, but not easy. So basically, I think you're giving up this pawn. Are you giving one of the pawns? Which one? I don't. Queen here, knight just takes because it will come in check. So I'll be down on exchange if I go to rook a4 and take. Take and then change the lanes of the queen. Queen e2 or something. Maybe, maybe. Yeah, not easy. Not easy. Hmm. It is. There's the move. There's the move. And now exchange the lanes of the queen. And the point is g6 is also weakened. So yeah, he can save this one. He can maybe even go here. But then g6 falls and queen is also looking at h5. And my piece is in some weird harmony without actually connecting the rook. I'm able to still coordinate them. Fine, yeah, makes sense. But yeah, it's not an easy decision to make. You have to really see that you're not getting a center blown away for nothing. You gave a check. It took with the queen. But now this just loses. And yeah, here I thought that the queen is trapped, but he has two ways to escape it. First one is not good because I take and then you move the queen. And this is just a even better version for getting the rook, right? The second one is actually thing they just go rook before, and now I don't even have a rook to take it. So they save the rook, they save the queen, they save everything in a move. The queen doesn't have anywhere to go, which is why I was looking at it. The queen doesn't have anywhere to go after rook a4. All these are taken. This cannot be taken. This cannot be taken. Here it cannot go. Here it cannot go, and that's it. Here it cannot go. And this he cannot take. So the queen was out of it. But there are other resources other than moving the queen to save the queen. So yeah, here I should just take the rook, which I did. It was a feeling. It was a feeling that I didn't want to play fast here, but I had no choice. This is a position you really think about because I was feeling the dark square bishop, getting rid of my dark square bishop, and then him, if he gets his dark square bishop activated, I might get in a lot of trouble. It's very hard to figure out what the move is here. Maybe wait. This might be fine first. Then the queen takes. Or maybe they won't exchange the queen. And then take. Um, no, it's not 95. But B5 is still not losing anything. It's very hard to see here what could be wrong. But yeah, you know, it's saying +4, almost plus. Well, no, now it's saying 3.6. Mm. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Nothing makes sense. Mm. This is it is connected with this one. Not exactly. It makes no sense. It's basics. Oh, I listen to this one. And this one doesn't really have a lot of squares to jump to, I guess. Right. Basics. Wow. That's very, 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 very anti-intuitive. You have a rook right in front of you. The only reason you're hesitating to take the rook is because you feel the task of bishop might be too much of black when unopposed. But the actual idea is you give it up for the knight instead of the rook because after d6 this is hit. Is this really enough? Even if I get it, even if it takes it and I get it, is this really enough? Right? It's not that clear. It's not that clear. So this is not the move. Yeah, this gets crazy. This just gets crazy. What is the is this the move? Yeah, it's not making a lot of sense now. If you don't take this, then why? And why do you not take that? This cannot be it. This cannot be it. Maybe this is it. No, it cannot be it. And maybe that's why because you want to keep it here. Nothing is making a lot of sense here. Yeah, but I can feel it. It has to do something with keeping the loop on the F5. Yeah, right. F1. Yeah. Look F1 because ultimately maybe you want your bishop placed here, and then you want to jump in with the knight and stuff. It's the activity, it's the dynamic activity. So if rook here was the big idea, 95. Alright. Let's make a random move for black. What's the idea? I guess check. Right? Yeah. And now if this, then rook d6, I think. You start adding more attackers until you have a blow. But you can approach with 58, maybe not. Um, oh yeah, white is still a piece, basically. It's not so much about white play, it's about how you get rid of black's play. It's not so much about white play. So yeah, this is very, very different level stuff. That you don't take the rook, you take the knight here. And then you have to also see, by the way, um, if um, like how bad is this? Right? You take only 7, he does this, then just F7, I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the problem. This problem is that the rook is defending F7 too, so he loses what you look at. Hmm. That's a very deep, very deep. Not that deep, but yeah, not easy to spot. You don't look in that direction at all, unless you're playing a classic time control. Yeah, so I forced the exchange of queens. Yeah, he gets that, but I get um, other stuff. Yeah, here he's trying to get. Luckily, I have rook f1. Here he's trying to get these knights like this to take away these two squares, and so that he can get a back rank when I move this knight because this knight is hit by the bishop. So I take him. I say, okay, you either take back right now and still try to set this up, or you take this. And if you take this, then I have no problem. I'll actually even ask you to come in. The reason I'm doing that is because I thought that this is good enough, and I come back here, look at one, and I feel it should be good enough. Apparently, it's not. Apparently, it's not. Maybe something to do with Bishop F4. I don't think he can really do anything about the the Rook F1. What did he have? Knight here? I guess I cannot really take. I can take it. Oh yeah, another thing I was afraid of here was Rook check and this if I move up. So I really do need Rook F1 at all times. So I cannot take the knight. If I take the knight, that's a mistake because he has this. I'm up in exchange, still not over. The complications are still not over. I was kind of forcing his hand that you tell me what you want to do. Because the knight is defending at 7, so you make a decision now. He wanted to throw a check first before deciding, and now it's all fine. Now it's winning. That's routine stuff. It is routine stuff, but no time, no increments. No increments because the bastards won't pay me. No 10-5, and they're too stuffed to make a fair 10-0. Decide the sauce. Better than leeches still, because employed staff is still better than free volunteers who want to work as mods. You just know what kind of people want to do that. Alright, I think that's enough for today. Yeah. From tomorrow, I will be starting. I'm saying from tomorrow, actually, have been trying to do this from last couple of days, but I just come on online and play instead. From tomorrow, what I need to do is seriously start studying again. Um, I have the book Fundamental Chess Endings by Muller. That is a must to be able to convert the technical games. So that's what I'll start for tomorrow. I'll finish the book, all the positions, everything there is, and then go on further and also start making a serious repertoire. I don't think I can, if I really want to play, that I can go on more without knowing or refreshing my openings. I say refreshing, but it's been like 4 or 5 years. I have not studied openings. They're just not intellectually stimulating for me to study openings. It's not, that's not the part of this that is most important for me. But it's an important part if you want to actually play. at any competitive level, then I think I'll go for it.